All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Leitchfield Tourism and Convention Commission meeting for May of 2025. Thanks for being here. We'll go ahead and call the meeting to order, and we'll start with visitors. First, we have Danielle Urardi with East Main Market. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
It's about time, isn't it?
Yes, we're getting super excited,
We are
getting
too.
super close, as everybody knows. Just a few things have changed. We're gonna add a fifth 50 amp breaker, so I can have 5 trucks plugged in at one time.
Be good.
And we're gonna try to have 4 or 5 food trucks every single time this year. So, we're gonna have a beer truck every time and wine every time. We got lemonade, we got slushies, we got a few new trucks coming in, so I'm excited about that. Also, I'm gonna push back the start time to 6. Shorten the
Yeah.
break in between the two bands to try to get that earlier crowd. I'm still trying to get that early crowd.
That makes sense.
Everybody waits till after the break, because I heard, well, we don't want to sit for an hour and
Well,
wait
we
for the
wait.
next band.
Right.
So there's no reason we shouldn't, because
We
Jeff's
wait
there
till it's
2
cooler.
days to get ready, so he should be ready to roll with a 30-minute break
That's great.
between the acoustic and the headband. And that's about it. We're looking at doing a mural on the side of my building that has East Main Market across it. Jordan Grant
Okay.
has
yeah.
quoted me on that. So I'm going to get a picture of Elsa so you guys she can send that over to you.
So you'll be able to see that actually while you're sitting at East Main
Right.
watching the show, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
yeah.
going to be a
that's-
7
that's
foot.
great.
10 foot by 7, I believe, is
Okay.
what she's got it figured as, but yeah. So I think that will kind of spruce up. I'm trying to really push on Trent to go ahead and at least start his building, try to get the front of it painted by, love to have
Showtime.
it painted by the go time, but I doubt that's going
Right,
to happen.
right.
Maybe by finish time.
Right. Hey, we'll take what we get.
And they are going to remodel, actually, next door to me. I don't forget what she's changed it to, the vintage store, Mo, what's her new name? I can't.
Panoramic.
That's it, yeah.
Mm,
They're
okay.
actually remodeling that building. They're going to go ahead and paint that one,
Oh,
too.
good.
That
Oh.
probably won't be done until
Right.
after season, but that would make that whole block there look a lot better.
It's going to look really good.
Yeah,
Great. Looking forward to it.
but that's about all I've got on my list for you guys.
Danielle, on
Thank
the mural, I know
Uh-huh.
you were going to have a request that the commission possibly pay for the labor
Right.
of that. Do you remember what?
She's 2,000 is what she quoted me.
Okay, and they are going to send us specific pictures, so I can send those to you guys, because you'll have to approve the design, and then we can talk about that at the next meeting, or however you want.
Okay. Yeah,
I had her try to use the same font that I use on everything, the kind of small, just regular
right.
letters, to where it matches the font we have on everything, on the banner and the website, and so,
So will it say East Main
Yeah.
Market? Okay.
yeah, East Main
Yeah.
Market, that's got flowers around it, all bright color
That's cool.
flowers, and
She's the one that did the mural at Bevel,
Okay, yeah.
so if you want to see
Good.
what it works
It's
like.
going to look really good.
yeah, I'm excited. And
All right.
anybody else got questions?
No, I'm ready to go.
I am too.
We're
So
ready.
you have,
Thank you.
guys.
there's
forward to
a
it.
flyer for each of the June events
Okay.
in there, and are you still taking vendors? So they reach out to you on Messenger for East Main? Okay, thank you.
Good. All right. Then we have Tiffany Decker with County Tourism.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you all for your sponsorship for the Blackstone Cherry Concert. That is this Saturday.
Wow.
The gates will open at 5. The show begins at 6. We have sold, as of this morning, 610 tickets.
Wow.
So I'm assuming that this crowd's going to be a lot bigger than any of the other shows that we've had. We have food trucks coming, the beer truck, and then General George's coming as well.
Good.
It
Weather's
is
looking good, too.
$30 online, and you can get those at visitgrayson.com or Blackstone Cherry's website. And then there'll be $40 at the gate that day.
Good deal.
And the weather is going to be perfect.
Yes, weather is perfect.
It's looking good.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, thank you all.
Hey, thank you.
Good luck, Tiff.
Thanks.
All right. We'll move on to minutes. Elsa sent these out last week, I believe, from our April meeting. If you haven't had a chance to do so, now would be the time to review those.
I'll make a motion, we accept the minutes.
Angie makes motion, Joyce with a second. All in favor with sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so moved. Financial reports. Likewise, she sent these out last week. I didn't see anything of note on it. Did anyone else have a question of anything?
All good.
Make a motion to approve.
Lyndall makes a motion to
Second.
approve. Anthony second. All in favor with the sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That so moves. Now we need to make an motion to enter executive session to discuss personnel concerns. Can I get a motion to do that?
So moved.
Lyndall?
I'll second it.
And Joy second. All right. Let's go over to our room.
And that's KRS number 61.8101F.
Correct. Okay, we're back. We need a motion to exit executive session, please.
Make a motion.
Angie, Anthony, second. All in favor with the sign of aye.
Aye.
All right, so move. In executive session, we discussed personnel matters. No action was taken at this time. And we'll just move on to old business.
You need to do that KRS.
No, we read that at the beginning,
You don't?
right? Looks like old business is budget.
Okay, really, I just have that the budget was approved by the city. It will go into effect July 1.
Good.
And then if I move along retail coach, if we have any discussion about entering into a contract contingent that the city and Industrial Development Corporation decide to go back into it with partnership. Our portion would be $7,500.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to do a motion on that today? Okay. Do I get a motion to accept or pay $7,500 of retail coach's fee for the upcoming year?
I'll make a motion.
Joyce with the first, and a second?
Second.
Angie, beat you to it, Lyndall.
Aye.
All in favor, sign of aye.
Aye.
All right, so moved. And Parks and Rec. See, I don't have any notes on that, Elsa.
No, there's no notes, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Okay.
They're visible.
Yeah, I seen it on there, I'm like, nope. With the MyRec program that we had decided to go with, okay, they were trying to talk us into doing point of sales. That's not my initiative thing that I really wanted. I just wanted to be able to purchase things online and
Right.
scan cards. So after Sabrina and I met with them for a while, and they had us completely confused, we decided that we'll just stay with Cloverport and just do the MyRec.
Clover Leaf.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Clover Leaf, is that what it's called?
Is it
Or Clover?
Clover?
It's just Clover.
Clover,
It's
sorry.
Clover.
I'm thinking of Cloverport,
That's fine.
Kentucky,
I
sorry.
just want to make sure we have
Clover, because it seems like it's more adaptable and we don't have to change anything. We already have the equipment, we don't have to purchase anything
Right.
else. And after they sent us the fees of all the equipment, it was really ridiculous.
Right.
So the thing I would do is to change, right now, original quote was $4,065, and that will change with this more as we purchase online. That fee will go up, because it's like, what did we figure it out per 30?
Actually, I think that number might even be high.
Yeah.
Because I think the amount that was quoted in that was using
Yeah.
higher number. So really, that number may even be lower next year, because that's only based on what they
What you
purchase
process,
online.
right.
It means that we aren't doing any of the concessions or admissions. It's basically your season passes and things like that.
So MyRec will handle the season passes and stuff like that online? Okay.
And your booking the pavilions and your rental
Mhm.
things and things like that. So, and they can purchase day passes on there. They can purchase their passes, so some admissions would be on there, but,
Most won't
the
be.
majority of them, like, that's why I don't think our revenue amount is gonna be higher than that. You know, I think that quote is probably actually high, really, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So those are purchased only online now?
Online.
Through MyRec?
Well, as soon as we get it all up and running, right now they're still purchasing it in person.
Okay.
We're just making temporary cards for them until we can transfer it all. We'll have to manually put it all in, and then they can all have it on their phone.
Well, that's good.
And then we won't have to deal with anything. And then they recommended us to do scanners, and in talking to Elsa and Sabrina, we have the one that's hooks, a wired one already, and we practiced with it this weekend, and it will do digital screens, so I think we might need to get the cordless one so that we can stand outside in the concession
Quicker.
or the admissions office and offer the season pass holders to go through a different line where we can just scan their cards as they go in instead of them having to stand in that long line. So, I mean, one of them is for $99 and the other one is for $50. So that would be the one thing that would be out of the budget.
Okay.
It's just that scanner.
We don't need a motion on that, do we? For
Well, am I-
$100?
Am I correct in that we do need a motion, and I know that there was a lot of communication going back and forth, but the last one stated that we don't have to do the $900 credit card equipment, but we do need a motion for the program that was $4,065? Correct?
You already
We
have
did?
it?
Yeah, I think we did that last month.
Yeah, we did that a while ago.
I thought we did a soft. So we don't need any motions today then?
Maybe. Oh, go ahead then, just in case. Did you all make a motion to add a meeting? Maybe we need to make one.
I thought we did to take my rec, but I can't recall exact amounts.
We did.
All right, right, so let's
Are there two then,
Well,
make sure
I
we
know
have it
it's
right. So it's my rec, the
Okay.
program is $4,065?
A year, that's a.
yeah, Carla made the motion.
Carla made the motion for that.
Okay.
The communication was to do the additional $900.
Right.
So we
Okay.
don't
Don't
need
need
that
that.
We don't need
now.
that.
We just need the scanners.
Right.
And in my understanding that those are so they're so inexpensive that we do not need motions for those. then. Okay,
No,
We're
that
clear.
adds benefit to season holders too, season ticket holders. They can just
I
walk
think
through.
so.
Express
I
lane.
think so. And then, day before the pool opened, vacuum decided to
Yes.
not work, or Friday it decided not to function properly. It had a mind of its own, would move periodically. So in talking to Spears, and I talked to Sabrina, she came in, looked at, I caught her real quick as she was in the office. We had the money in the budget to use. It's a $4,200 piece of equipment. Spears, they said if they don't have it in stock, they're going to send us a temporary one. And then my suggestion is to see how much it's going to cost to repair the old one, so we have it as a backup.
No, that's
So
a
we
good
don't
idea.
run into a situation without having a vacuum again.
Good idea.
So I'm not sure what the cost of that is, but they're sending us a box that we can send it back and they can look at it.
Okay.
You all normally put quite a bit of money in repairs and maintenance, because when those pumps and things go out, so when it's quite expensive, she'll bring it to you all and let you all know, hey, this is what that big expensive purchase is, so that you all know that you're not just putting money in there to be spent on whatever. You all can kind of make motions on that as needed, but
Okay.
we did look at it, and there is some extra in this year for a reason like this. You
Right.
know, when something happens, you have to fix it right away or shut the pool down. So that, I just wanted to point that out,
So do
that's
you want a
why this
motion
is being brought up.
for that
I think it would be
expenditure?
better, because it is a pretty big
I get it.
purchase, and just so that you all
We'll have
know
note
that
of it.
those are getting approved.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll make a motion, we go on and purchase this vacuum,
Okay.
4,200?
$4,200.
$4,200.
Second. Joyce, second. All in favor, sign of aye.
Aye.
All right.
And we did have our opening day yesterday. There was 150 people considering the weather.
That's not bad.
Yeah, wasn't too bad. Kate Wolf was supposed to come yesterday. They called me last week, scheduled for today, and she called me this morning, and we rescheduled for tomorrow so that they'll have a more successful day
Right,
with
no.
their broadcasting. And then ball season is about ready to wind down, and then we're going into districts.
That'll be a big event.
Yes, and we're having, I have the detention center coming out the second week of June to power wash all the sidewalks and clean everything up and make it look
How
really
many
nice.
teams are in our district? Do you know?
Not right
I
offhand,
can't
no.
remember either. There's a lot.
I know they said the numbers are a little bit low this year
Really?
for the districts, but I think we're still going to have a pretty good turnout.
That'd be good. Okay.
And my final question, again, I'm sorry, this was so confusing, going back and forth and back and forth. Sabrina, you had mentioned that we would need a new bank account for the MyRec program. Do we need to make any type of motion on that, or are you good? Or you can let us know.
I kind of went back and forth with this, I'm trying to think, because we have went back and forth on this. I think, I think it maybe would be safe to go ahead and have one. What we try to do is every separate credit card, when you have credit cards coming in online and money coming in online, it's very helpful to have its own separate account. It's the only way you can really make sure where that money comes from when it's coming in from multiple places online. So I think having MyRec, having its own separate bank account, separate from Clover, probably wouldn't be a bad idea, just so that I know what it was. And this one actually might end up being, if MyRec turns out to be a very good program and we keep it around for a long time, it might be one of those accounts that are a split account, like our accounts payable. It has all three funds in it. Well, this one may be one that has city and tourism in it, so that the ballparks can do their, I think we can work it out that way if we have a separate account for that. I think that would be better.
Okay. Okay.
decide if this program's gonna work or not.
That makes sense. So we need a motion for Sabrina to open an account for the MyRec program.
I move we do that.
Anthony first. Can I get a second?
Second.
Angie, all in favor, sign of aye.
Aye.
All right, so moved.
Thank you, guys. Just moving forward, you all have a copy of the local matching grants that were submitted. So we had 22 turned in at just under 160,000. And the one shaded in gray near the bottom, do you have that in your packet?
Yes.
Okay. Those are the ones we make special conditions with, like East Main Market, Twin Lakes Fiddlin'. And if you have any questions on those, just get with me. But I think that's pretty exciting that we're able to contribute toward 22 different events.
No, that's great.
The Memorial Day ceremony was last Saturday, and I thought it went really, really good. Kathy Mullins was a great speaker. We do need to
Yes.
find a way to get more volunteers to carry the placards, though. That seems to be dropping off more and more each year. But it's done, and it was successful. Okay, in your packet, and this has happened since the last meeting, there has been the very first gospel on East Main will be June 13th, and that will be Darren and Dee Dee Whiteley sponsoring that along with us. So that'll help kick off that weekend. And they're the Chapel Valley artist with the Porter family, New Road 2, and the Edwards family. And then, of course, Danielle talked about East Main Market that will start on June 14th, and you have a flyer for both of the June events in your packet.
Right around the corner.
Right. Yes. If you want to go on to discuss officers for the upcoming fiscal year, we can, and if you're not prepared for that, we can wait till next month.
I think Ryan's doing a good job.
Oh, thank you. What's the thought on that? Do we want to discuss that today or wait till next month? You want to wait till Carla and maybe Kelly are here?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We can do that.
That-
It just,
that's what
we
we
need to
need to
do
do. Yeah,
it
let's do that.
next
Everybody-
month.
We
for
need
sure.
to wait till everybody's here.
Okay.
We'll table that.
Table. Okay, moving on to fiddling. Everyone has a schedule with all of the events that'll happen for the fiddling competition to happen on July 19th. We just started advertising for the decorating contest, so hopefully we'll have people sign up for that. I don't have anything for old business additional. If you don't, we will move on.
Anyone else?
Anybody?
Yeah.
Move on to new business.
Okay, on new business, we need to remove Elena Tubb from the checking account signatures on the city account and add Mandy Blanton, as there's been a change in personnel.
I'll elaborate on that just a little bit. We typically wait 90 days before we do this, but one of our other AR clerk is actually going to be going out on leave the middle of June for another surgery, which only would leave Sabrina and I at that time. We've already run into the issue last week where the other AR clerk was out, Sabrina was out. Luckily, she was coming to town because we needed a check written, and I had her to sign that while she was here. But we're running into the instance where if Sabrina and I were both out, we wasn't going to be able to write any checks. So we just wanted to kind of nip that in the bud before we run into any issues. So that's the reason we're doing it a little bit early this time.
Okay, makes sense.
That's basically information only, right?
Do you need a motion from us to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Make a motion.
Yeah, the banks are gonna.
I figured. Joyce made the motion to make that change. Can I
Yeah.
get a second?
Second.
Angie, all in favor, sign of aye.
Aye.
All right. So moved.
I do not have more new business or any additional. If
Any other new business to discuss? Hearing none, we'll make a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Anthony? Second?
I'm,
Joyce? All right. Thank you all very much.